Hello everyone, Jacob here. In today's lesson, we're going to be talking about this structure right here. Noun, that, followed by a full sentence. Subject, verb, object. And how this can mean 뭐뭐 한다는, 뭐뭐 하다는, or 뭐뭐 할 명사. Alright? So generally, actually, this is not possible. You cannot do it with any noun. Only special nouns. Because if you know anything about, that and relative pronouns, 관계대명사, you know that it is used like this. You say a noun, that, and then you have two possibilities. You can either put a subject followed by a verb, or you could put a verb followed by an object. Okay? And just to review, I'm going to give you two pretty simple sentences just to review how to use that as a 관계대명사. I have a friend that other people hate. Okay, so in this sentence, you have a noun, friend, that, followed by a subject, and then a verb. All right? And that's one combination that's possible, one possibility. But something else you could say is, I have a friend that, for example, hates kimchi. And in this case, it's a little bit different. We have a noun, that, followed by a verb, and then an object. Okay? So these are generally the two possibilities when you're using that as a 관계대명사. But there are special nouns where you can put a full sentence after that. You could say a noun, that, and then a full sentence. So let's just go through the kind of list of special nouns that follow this structure. Fact is probably the most common one. You also have possibility. What else? You have idea. You also have rumor. You have news. You have sign or signal. These two are very similar. You have argument or belief. You also have point. And then finally, moment, minute, second, or time. And I'm sure there are actually more examples, so I'm going to put 3 little dots. But I think these are probably the main ones, the most common ones. These are the ones that I could think of in any case. And this is, I think, a good list to start with, to kind of start by just memorizing and practicing using some of these nouns following this structure. All right. So I'm going to give you just 3 examples. I'm not going to give you examples for each noun because that would take too long. But I'm going to choose 3 and give you 3 examples. So let's look at our first example. The fact that North Korea, NK is short for North Korea. The fact that North Korea has nukes. The fact that North Korea has nukes is scary. Okay, so here, what do we have? We're using fact. Fact is one of these special nouns. And in fact, I think this is probably the most common one that's used this way. The fact that North Korea is the subject, has verb, nukes. Nukes is the object. So you have a full sentence after the fact that, and that is possible. And just so you know, nukes actually means heck. All right, heck as in like nuclear weapons, all right, the big bombs that destroyed entire cities like Hiroshima. In Korean, what would this mean? This would mean 북한 핵을 가지고 있다는 사실은 무서워. Okay, so this can be actually a very, very useful structure, and it's used a lot in everyday conversation. Let's go ahead and look at our second example. Here, we're using it just with the regular present tense. Has is present. Right? So it translates to this meaning right here, 하다는. But if we put the verb in the past tense, then it will be 한다는. So let me give you an example where we're using this structure kind of in the past tense. I was surprised by the news that my friend got married. I was surprised by the news that my friend got married. My friend got married and he didn't tell me, and so I was very surprised. So here again, we're using this structure with one of these special nouns, news. We have news, noun, that, plus a full sentence. My friend got married is a full, complete sentence. Alright, so in Korean this would mean 친구가 결혼한다는 뉴스에 놀랐어. Okay, so again, another useful example. News is another good noun to remember. Also very, very commonly used with this structure. Let's look at one more and we will see how this structure can be used kind of with the future tense. If you live in Hollywood, if you live in Hollywood, there's a possibility that you will see a celebrity. Okay, you will see a celebrity. There is a possibility that you will see a celebrity. This is true. And in fact, I lived in Hollywood for about 8 months. And actually, I was a bit disappointed because I didn't really see any big celebrities. Only one time when I went to the movie theater, I saw David Schwimmer, who plays Ross in Friends. He hasn't been in anything really cool or interesting these days, so I wasn't that excited. But it was kind of fun. Anyway, so here, again, we have a noun, possibility, that followed by a full sentence. You will see a celebrity, okay? And because of this sentence, you will see, will is the future, then we translate this more like 할 가능성, or in this case, 연예인 볼 가능성, okay? 연예인 볼 가능성 있다. 헐리우드에 살면. Okay, so these are three, I think, good examples. Pretty simple, but easy to understand. Where we're using a noun followed by that and then a full sentence. But before we go, I just want to point out that these ones right here, moment, minute, and second, I just want to point those out because these can be translated in a little bit of a different way. So I'm going to give you an example. The moment that I finish this video, I will eat dinner. It's about dinner time right now and I'm actually quite hungry. And the moment that I finish this video, I will eat dinner. So what does this mean? Basically this means like 비디오 끝나는 순간에 먹을 거야. Okay? So you could translate it that way, but you could also just say like 비디오 끝나자마자. It kind of has a similar meaning as soon as, but it's also kind of following this structure, so I just wanted to add that or include that to my list. So again, here we have a noun, that, and then a full sentence. All right, so now we've seen kind of 4 examples using this structure, noun, that, followed by a full sentence, and how it's a little bit different from just a regular 관계대명사. All right, so actually, something that I really recommend that you do is to memorize, which nouns can be used in this way, and then to practice making sentences, sentences like the ones that I just gave you. All right, I hope you understood everything. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I'll see you next time.